Intertwined. Consult with the Axle to see what else can be done to aid her. Be nice if you told me her name so I don't have to keep referring to her as the Axle. They did, but I forgot it. The Axle was pretty impressed with my work in the Institute. She says there's another project I can help her with, but that it'll need the Spindle's expertise. I'm currently helping Isla out with her arc research, so it'll need to wait until I'm done with that. No, I'm not. I have no other quests. All of my quests are currently done. Still can't upgrade anything. But I can pet you. Oh, you're asleep. Oh, you woke up, so you can get some. Yeah, as far as I know, all of my quests are done. No one has any talk for me.
Ah, Bryn. Good to see you. Did you ever find out if Isla was busy? I've still got a task for you two, if time allows.
I scavenged some parts from the Archon's hearth for her, and she actually managed to resurrect the Ark from our camp. If only for a few steps. Isla had no problem sneaking out of Cassidy's hold to prepare for it. She's bolder than I thought.
That's impressive, though I'm unfamiliar with that side of her. Is she available now?
Absolutely. Let's bring her over.
Please tell me you've got a distraction for me.
Are you all right, Isla?
I'm just, a little tired, is all. Between powering an arc by myself and confronting my father on the same day. Even as a previous High Enchantress, it took a lot out of me. I'm still working my way through it. And I need to figure out an independent power source for the Ark. It's too much to think about.
I'm sorry. Should we do this another time?
No. Please. I need distractions. Or I might be tempted to set the hold ablaze.
Fair enough. What have you got for us, Karnatame?
An issue we faced in the early days of their appearance and are now facing once again is the ability of the Surgeborn to navigate the Enclave. Put simply, they are using our Loomgate network to traverse great distances in an instant. We can't let that stand. I'm only familiar with the Loomgate's design through my parents' work on them. But Bryn recently helped us access a supply cache in the Institute, and we found something that could help. A set of schematics for a device to block the Surgeborn from using the Loomgates while keeping them accessible to us.
A way to filter out the Surgeborn without endangering Weavers. It could significantly impact their ability to fight us. How can I help?
Well, they're incomplete, and I was hoping you could tell us what's missing. Here, take a look.
Let's see... A resonance modulator.
Bryn, while she looks over the schematics, do you have any questions?
Where does the device go?
Where's this device going once we finish building it?
The resonance modulator should connect directly to the harness. You've already been there.
Returning to the scene of the crime. Why there?
The harness acts as a central nexus that controls not just Asylum, but our Loomgates and all of the Enclave's transit points. Hence, why you were able to use it to open up the underworks in the first place.
At least I can't unleash the Surgeborn a second time.
Small mercies.
Didn't I, stab that thing and break it? Why was the Divine not... The design not finished.
Why didn't they finish the schematic?
My understanding is that at that time, our bureaucracy was growing to the point of being rather unwieldy. I still grapple with the remnants of that bureaucracy every day, so I can imagine that whoever was working on these schematics, let's just say that they were probably told to submit it to a committee before proceeding with the design.
Even though it was urgent and would have saved hundreds of lives?
For some people, propriety dictates priority. That's my guess, anyway. And, for the record, much of my life's work has been in service of streamlining that kind of bureaucracy. We cannot risk following the same path that led us to ruin.
Okay. How do we know if it'll work?
How do we know that this modulator will work?
Whoever designed this clearly knew what they were doing. It's beautiful, elegant work.
I'll say. It feels familiar, almost. I can't quite put my finger on it.
We could check through the rest of the paperwork, see if we can find out who the author is, if you'd like.
Yes. I'd love to.
Okay, let's move on.
I've had enough. The sooner we get this modulator built, the sooner we can secure the loom gates. I'm assuming you'll be the one to build this. What do I need to bring you?
To be frank, considering all your Weaver Band's achieved since you arrived, it's clear to me that you brought with you an expertise that we did not retain through the dark days of the Surge. With that in mind, I would love to leave this in your Smith's capable hands. She must have had a world-class mentor.
She's primarily self-taught, actually. But I'll pass on the compliment. She'll be thrilled to hear it.
That's astonishing. Let's go through what's needed then. For the body of the device, you'll just need some calm steel. But the rest... Do you have any preliminary thoughts, Isla?
Yes. Like you said, it's amazingly simple. What's missing from the schematics is the part that allows us to calibrate it. But it's clear in my mind what the finished design should look like. Give me a moment. There. It's like the design itself wanted me, or someone, to finish it. To calibrate it, we'll need some representative samples of Surgeborn. Let's say husk and huskhound fur. Get plenty of both.
And then I take the finished resonance modulator to the harness.
Exactly.
It should be pretty obvious where to place it, too. You'll know, if you do it right.
Gotcha. Time to hunt a few Surgeborn.
Probably not. Oh no, say it. It's samples. No wait, but I already have all that I need for that. Maybe.
Hey.
Bryn, I haven't known you for long, but I can tell when someone's about to ask me a frustrating question. Out with it.
You forced my hand. So, what's the deal with you and Isla?
This is a workplace. We're colleagues. We both represent a number of guilds. By the flames, we're known for working well together, as our officers command. That's all.
I mean, none of my business. I can raise an eyebrow, though. Oh, okay, I can list them. I want to do one of these two. I want to just start listing the positive things about the spindle, but also just raising the eyebrow. I know she'll fold and spit out more. I want to know what the positive traits are. No, we'll raise an eyebrow.
Whatever mind games you're playing, I won't be part of them. You know, I think you need to spend more time slaying Surgeborn and less time daydreaming.
But in your heart of hearts, theoretically...
This conversation is over.
Oh, come on. I thought that would have worked. She also would have just heard all of that. Oh! You didn't have to talk a second ago.
Isla, I've loved watching you work on the loom gates with Kana Tomei.
Oh, yes. These changes will do wonders for the Enclave. We're making a real difference.
Oh, for sure. And the two of you get along really well.
Historically, the enchanters and the crafters haven't always aligned, but we found plenty of common ground.
How about outside of your official duties?
What do you mean?
I guess what I'm asking is, do you spend any time with her outside of work?
I'd never considered it. I tend to keep to myself. Besides, I'm sure she would rather be buried in her pile of requisitions than entertain me.
Isla, word to the wise, no one wants to be buried in requisitions.
Huh.
Okay. So if I wait a second, will I get more dialogue or talk? Yo. Stomping all over your paperwork.
Arakim, the Assembly has rejected your proposal to grant the Scouts limited visitation to the civilian holds.
If I presented my proposal to the Assembly myself, its benefits would have been apparent. My people are struggling with being separated from their families, and recruitment is lower because of it.
You know better than anyone that the separation prevents information from being leaked by Scouts that civilians aren't equipped for.
Is this the water wheel symbol that they've been talking about? Because again, that's not a water wheel. But when I looked at his armor, there's no water wheel. So I have no clue what this water wheel that they've been talking about is. Okay, it seems like there's not going to be more dialogue between the two of them. Just go. Defeat Surgeborn for the needed samples, even though I believe I have all that I need. But hey, it gives me an excuse to explore the rest of this location.
I suppose if anywhere we're going to be too full of magic, it would be this place.
A lot of the records were lost, but we know the real innovation happened down here.
And the Enclave's innovations took a lot of magic. Right.
Okay. Is little buddy. Oh wait, I think the reason why it doesn't count it is because I don't have it on my inventory unless I'm my guy, my dude, my friend. What are you doing over there? It's fine. We'll just replace him. Oh, I could probably just straight craft it. lagginess. Before I head to go craft it, let me finish mapping this place. Kiddo, you over here? There you are. You don't care about attacking, or you're max level. What it? So you're only good for one fight, and then I have to resummon you, apparently. This ain't gonna work. Oh! Okay, well, at least I made it to here. Even in death, he serves, since he wasn't serving at all. I'm assuming he exploded and killed something. Oh my god, what is this? This is a fresh, like, Tazin idol. Depiction of Rebos, the hero born upon the Sirocco winds, deeply. Like, it's not a quick resume. This is a fresh load of the game. You're not Surgeborn. I see you. Open the door. You bitch. I don't care. Simba! Remember who you are. Hey, you came to join us. Did my little buddy die instantly? No, he's still there. Since I can't hurt that guy, I'll leave you to fight him.
The incandescent arch houses another loom gate.
That's nice to know. Oh, I can't hurt you. Wait, are you white armor? Oh my, why is it so light? You are white armor, so I can't do anything about you except light you on fire and hope you die in the fire. Is that what it means? Does that mean he's magic kill only? Unnatural twist. Dross from the choral refining process sings in a clear tone to those who can listen. this is the loom gate, which is the final one in this area. Okay. So we'll head back and craft this thing. Yeah, so it was already craftable because you just gather the resources while you're playing. Resonance modulator. No, it's not. Apparently I don't have enough husk fur. Then why not put that on my screen saying that I need husk fur? Then I wouldn't have left. Normally it tells you, like, these are the items you need. So I still need the prodigious expanse. Peeling maze. So I gotta kill the doggy ones. That's just you. Doggy one. Getting knocked off the edge because I need those parts. Of course, didn't give me what I needed. Oh, good for you. You found the actual walkway. Oh, you think you're so cool. I can yeet you off this building. I feel like I'm not meant to go this way. Probably meant to go that way. Oh, it's another doggy, though. I should probably have something out. Oh, wait, what if I do ice? There we go, Hound Husk Fur. Does the element matter? Like, does ice give you different stuff than fire? It would make sense you wouldn't get hair if you burn it. But also, it doesn't have fur in the first place. Oh, I can't go over there. I saw that giant stairway back there, so I was like, oh yeah, I can get over there. That's the prestigious expanse. But no, it's just nothing. It's background set dressing. Or it's for later in the game, I don't know. I only needed one, right? This is why it should tell me on the screen. So I don't leave here and then end up needing another set of fur. There's 2 dogs over there. So maybe it is specifically ice. Did you eat my stuff? I didn't know they could do that. Because this, as far as I know, the things you get don't explode, which means he had to have eaten it. Now I need another dog. It's fine, there's one new entrance. Yeah, as far as I know, none of the stuff that you get out in the overworld can burn, considering that I fought numerous drakes before. Unless it got launched off the map, I guess that's an alternative. Yeah, that's at least 3 furs that I have on me. Right? And it said I needed 3 furs. Okay. Just to give a quick check. I had 4. So I had 1. And now I have the other ones I needed. Okay. Thought I had more than that. Have I been using them for something? 'Cause I've killed Killed these guys, the doggies. Resonance modulator, a device that interfaces with the harness to prevent Surgeborn from passing through loom gates. Foul smelling due to the creature samples used in its creation. Let me have a single sword on that thing.
Well, that did something. I should go check with the axle that it worked.
I got a way to see if it works.
Interrupting anything with her and the spindle.
I got a way to check and see if it works. This ain't gonna work, but man, would that just be funny if I could throw this thing through it. Oh, I have to head back. If you could throw it through the portal and have it just pop up.
So the curves of the metal suggest...
I definitely think an enchanter had a hand in this, as well as someone with intimate knowledge of the loom gates.
Those two people could possibly be one person even. Though I can't fathom who it would be.
Keeping yourselves busy, I see?
It's a conundrum for the ages, that's for sure.
Ah, Bryn. You're back.
You've done amazing work with the resonance modulator. I'm certain this will be a turning point for us.
Thanks. But how do you know it worked?
The loom gate started glowing a strange color before you arrived. I took it as a hint that you'd succeeded.
Spoiled the surprise.
I'm sure the Surgeborn will be plenty surprised when they next try to use the loom gates.
Suffice to say, we're thrilled, Bryn. In a short time, you've done a lot to help us. We were, obviously, a little hesitant to trust newcomers.
Our first impression wasn't the best.
But now, we're in a much better situation when it comes to survival.
We don't know if it what if it made things worse? I guess I have to trust that you two can do your jobs. We'll emphasize, because it was a group effort.
Happy to have helped. Without you two trusting me, I couldn't have achieved half as much. So thank you for letting me in. I'm glad to have gotten to know both of you.
It's been my pleasure, Bryn.
Likewise.
So, let's recap for a moment. 1, we've stopped Surgeborn from navigating the Loomgate network by using the resonance modulator. 2, we've made huge leaps forward in regaining control over the Arcs. 3, we've armed and supplied the scouts.
It certainly doesn't cast our last decade of work in a forgiving light, does it?
Listen, you've been surviving this crisis for a long time the only way you knew how. But now you have a path to move forward. Your people can choose to follow it, or dwell on past mistakes. Are we ready to face this threat head on together?
Yes. You're right. Of course you are. We're at the point, resource-wise, where we can start making moves.
I don't really want to speak to my father right now. But I agree that it's time we put pressure on him to do something. Anything. Regardless of what he does. You've earned our support, Bryn. But first, I'd actually like to steal Hirun for a while, if you don't mind. I have some notes to go over with her.
By all means. Have fun.
I suppose I'll just get right to it. Why do you treat me differently?
What do you mean?
Everyone else gets the stern you, the you who's in charge, the Axel. But I get the friendly face, the compliance, this you who I don't understand. Is it because of my dad? Because everyone answers to him? Are you trying to get close to him through me? I can't handle it, Hirun. I need to know that I'm not just being manipulated by everyone around me.
It's not because of that.
Then... what is it?
I spend time around you because I want to. To see you, to speak with you, to work alongside you. To see the look in your eyes when you solve a problem. Skies, I shouldn't... None of this is... If we could find somewhere else, beyond the gaze of the hold...
Hirun. Stop. Take my hand. And we'll go. I have a place in mind. I didn't see it before, but... I think... I would like to tell you of the ways in which you are important to me, too.
So you're not leaving? You're both just gonna chill here? Hey! Daddy-o! How you doing?
Congratulations on successfully recalibrating the loom gates. It's an impressive achievement, considering your thimble broke the harness and prevented us from resetting the loom gate connections. Helping with this initiative was the least you could do for us.
It's amazing what happens when we pool our resources.
Normally, I would impose sanctions on the Axel for inviting an outsider to access the harness. A rather grave breach of protocol, if I'm being honest. But thankfully for her, this aligns with our upcoming security efforts.
And what efforts would those be?
Confidential, I'm afraid.
All right. Your work. Fuck you. If I walk slow, maybe they'll talk. What is that? Is that a fish? That's a fish. No, no conversation. No talky talk.
Your latest resource request was denied.
You can't be serious.
With asylum overturned, we must tighten our belts. We hardly have the capacity for frivolities.
Of course, they did talk as soon as I was leaving. I also had to sneeze, so I had to mute it. I want to get up to where they were standing. But I can't climb here. I want to get up there. Okay. Yes, that ends that mission, because our next one starts as soon as we get to base camp, so I'm not gonna head to base camp yet.